No, of course, I would like to have more representation from Kerala in the government, but for that, the people of Kerala have to decide. So I would appeal to the people of Kerala to elect more members. That's the central leadership's take. So I'm not the person who can reply to that. I don't know, it's a discretion of the Rashtrapati. Decision is taken by the Rashtrapati, recommended or proposed by the government. But till now, my experience is that the nominated MPs have not been re-nominated. But there is nothing barring that. I'll be very happy if he gets a re-nomination. See, minority, majority is not an issue. Because if you consider the religious or the demographic perspective, BJP has representatives from or has governments in minority dominated states, be it Goa, be it Northeast, all these areas. So I don't think that the minorities are per se against BJP. The issue is not because minorities are against BJP. The Kerala's peculiar situation where whenever BJP has a winning chance, the other two fronts make a tacit understanding to see that BJP gets defeated. This is one. Second is, we need to improve our outreach to the minorities in Kerala. BJP is understood by the minorities not on the basis of what BJP says or does, but by what others say about BJP. So we need to have a direct outreach. We need to have direct, more engagement with them. So we have been trying to do that, and especially among the Christian community, because Muslim community, the problem is they have not taken a stand against the terrorist elements within that community. Very few of them, especially the political leadership. Muslim League, they have not come out openly against the terrorist elements. And I can say very definitely that within the Muslim League, there are some people who are having a sort of a, it won't be proper to say tacit understanding, but there is a support, a soft corner towards the terrorist elements in the Muslim community. Whereas the Christian community has never supported such terrorist groups. So it's easy to work with the Christian community. So we have been having, so now I can say that many of the Christian leaders and bishops have said that personally to me, that the enmity that our community had with you has reduced to a large extent. But they are also not very forthcoming that the community as such is completely willing to support BJP. That's not the case. So that enmity has gone, misunderstanding has reduced to a large extent. So in the coming days, if there is a meeting of minds, then definitely that will be beneficial. See, this is a general perception that is being spread. Maybe because other parties have a groupism, everybody feels that BJP should also have groupism. I don't think that, what do you mean by groupism? I am unable to, I have not yet got a convincing answer for groupism by those people who say that there is groupism in BJP in Kerala. See, groupism means in Congress or CPM earlier, Congress, there is a top to bottom, there is a very well defined division. Each mandal president to the KPCC office bearer, who belongs to which group is known. CPM, who belonged to VS group, who belonged to Pinarayi group was known. In BJP, there is no such thing. Nobody is able to tell that also. So, BJP, people feel that Muraleedharan is one group, Krishnadas is another group, Surendran is this group. Then, some media persons write about others that on this day he is in this group, that the other day he is in some other group. So, where is the group? Even among top leadership, if you can let me know that among the 20 senior leaders of Kerala BJP, these people belong to this group and these people belong to this group. And if I request you to go down, you will be still more confusing. So then what is groupism? Just because there are 3 or 4 leaders at the top who have their own working styles, of course, every individual have their own working styles, but we come together as a party, Krishnadas and me, there has not been a single instance of expressing differences of opinion in public. Within the organizational forum, we express our opinions. And many times we have identical views, sometimes we have different views also. That is natural. So in that, I don't understand what is the group. But you are not the first person who are telling me. We are working on that. See, BDJS is with us. We want to strengthen that relationship, consolidate that, go ahead. We want to have the Christian community's support. How do we get that? We are working on different plans. It will be too early to spell out the details. There is more than almost 2 years are left. PC George has been telling some truths which we agree on those counts with him. But he has not become part of NDA. Because he is on and off thing. So he was part of NDA for some time, then he said that no, I will not be part of NDA. Elections he fought independently. Not as part of NDA. But recent days he has been sort of, I can say, we are almost on the same page. Not completely. I won't say that 10% we are on the same page, but on many issues we are on the same page. See, their definition of development is something different from the definition of development of Narendra Modi. Narendra Modi is integrating technology with development and governance. The single most, I can say, the achievement of Narendra Modi government is Modi government integrated technology with governance to have good governance and better governance. Say for example, now we are in the Pradhan Mantri Gati Shakti Yojana. That is a new effort that is being undertaken, in which technology will be utilized to identify where Anganwadis are to be constructed, where mobile towers are to be erected, to how the Bangalore Pune expressway what should be the alignment? Mumbai Delhi Expressway, what should be the alignment? Here, if such a technology had been utilized, Silver Line would not have been like this. See, I did a study with the help of some experts. The 529 kilometers of Kerala railways, starting from Trivandrum up to the north. In that, I can say that barring the Ernakulam-Shornur stretch, rest of the entire stretch with some upgradation can have 130 kilometers of speed trains running. In this stretch, there is a problem. So in that stretch, we have in a way we proposed that there should be a third line. Without a third line, we cannot have 130 kilometer speed railway trains from one end to the other end. Where is the need for Silver Line? If 130 kilometers at the speed of 130 kilometers with some land acquisition, because this Ernakulam-Shornur stretch, I don't think that the entire route also, if we need to have a third line, there is a requirement for additional land acquisition. There may be some places where the railways already have land. So those places they don't need to acquire land. So there may be some places where it is required. So this entire stretch, when we have a third line, we can have there is no need for a Silver Line. In the name of Silver Line, acquisitions, eviction of people, all such things. We were against such efforts without scientific studies. For the sake of maybe somebody who wants to make some money, who have some other ulterior motives. When they say in the name of development, they announce plans. We have to oppose. Narendra Modi never did anything without preparation. Narendra Modi has always done anything with preparation. Now I can say, yesterday I had the opportunity to see a presentation. Anganwadis, it's all mapped. Which are the Anganwadis where own buildings are there, which are there in rented buildings, which are the places where those habitations where access to Anganwadi is limited and where it should be constructed. Mobile towers, which are the places where there is problem in getting the mobile connectivity, and where all the towers have to come up. Again, the railway line, national highway, the optical fiber network, the tourist places, all these are mapped, and on that basis the Gati Shakti master plan is prepared. Narendra Modi has been always trying to use technology for better governance. Say the example, the Ayushman Bharat. Ayushman Bharat is not implemented in Kerala in that name. Not only by name, the implementation also is not as per the basic spirit of the scheme. The basic scheme was, you get 5 lakh rupees, all these things are one part. The basic scheme is, you have a health ID created for every person, and whatever ailments you have, your entire health parameters are fed into that. You are today in Kochi, tomorrow you go to Mumbai, you go to the hospital, you give your ID, your entire health parameters are there. Any person, you need not have the same doctor whom you consulted in Kochi. When you go to Mumbai, you need not, there is no requirement for you to consult him. You will get it from the wherever hospital, whichever hospital you go. So, the health ID healthcare personnels, healthcare infrastructure, all this will become part of the larger system. Kerala has not, they said we are implementing the Karunya scheme. Karunya is only to help the patient, his monetary part. But if somebody goes from here to some other state, gone. So we want to have technologies for the betterment of the human beings. So this is what Narendra Modi is doing. This government is not at all doing Kerala. So if they had integrated, the money comes from the government of India. But the corporation claims it to be their development. Their allegations and counter allegations, I don't need to give an answer, because you can go to the other side to get an answer. If CPM says that BJP is hand in glove with Congress, Congress says that BJP is hand in glove with CPM. So the matter ends there. My point is something different. My point is, see, in this whole issue, even what I would say that even the media has not highlighted to the extent it should have been highlighted. The crux of the whole issue is the diplomatic ID that was given to the Egyptian citizen who was a contract employee, Khalid. See, he was not a regular employee of UAE consulate. He was a local recruitee. For your understanding, you know that every consulate and every embassy, they have employees and personnel who are recruited by their government in their country. There are people who are recruited on contract from the place where they are functioning. In this case, Egyptian, this man, Khalid, he was a local recruitee on contract. Now, coming to the diplomatic immunity is meant for only the ambassadors, to the consul generals for some of their functional requirements. That individual consul general doesn't have the provision of diplomatic immunity. But here what happened was that not only the consul general, there was a direction from the Government of India's Protocol Division to provide security to the consulate. But the protection to the consulate was changed to protection to the consul general. And everywhere the consul general went, a gunman started accompanying him, to create an impression among not only public but everyone that he is something big. Then in the consulate, this contract employee was provided a diplomatic ID by the State Protocol Division. Why the State Protocol Division decided to give the diplomatic ID to the contract employee? My assumption is that this was done very in a planned way. Because if an Indian national is utilized for their such activities, Indian national will tomorrow, one day, when it is got caught, he will be questioned by the Indian investigating agencies. Foreign national cannot be done, questioned. He will not be within the purview of Indian law. He is somewhere abroad. To get him back is a very difficult task. So somebody has with a very clear plan, has utilized this employee to do all this smuggling and various other things. One. Second thing, the diplomatic handbook of the Government of India, MEA, it says that the foreign missions are not supposed to interact directly with the state governments, very clearly. Chief Minister says that the Consul General used to come to, has visited my house many times. He has personally said. He used to call on me. We used to discuss many things. And when he comes, this lady used to accompany. Means he wanted to tell that this lady's association is through the Consul General. But in that indirectly he has agreed. He has accepted that Consul General used to meet me. See, UAE Consul General has violated, but being a person who has taken oath of allegiance to the Constitution, it was the bounden duty of the Chief Minister to tell the consulate.
Yes.
If he requests for an appointment, he should have said that, his office should have said that you cannot meet him, you will have to come through MEA. And in spite of that, if somebody comes, he should have brought it to the attention of MEA. See, people, some people, even honorary consuls, the honorary consuls in India of foreign countries, there are people. There was recently when somebody from Angamali has become the honorary consul of Sri Lanka in Trivandrum. He wanted me to inaugurate his consulate here. I said that you will have to send the request through the MEA. He initially came to meet me. When he came to meet me, it was given to the MEA. MEA decides whether I should meet him or not, whether I should go or not, whether I should inaugurate or not. And I didn't go for the inauguration because their side, the Sri Lankan side, was not represented by a ministerial person. I am representing Government of India. If a Government of India's minister has to go for the inauguration of a consulate in India, the ministerial representation from Sri Lanka is required. That is protocol. In this case, the deputy ambassador of Sri Lanka was coming, for which we will send a person of that rank. So, this protocol was violated. What is the authority for the Chief Minister and the ministers to frequently meet the Consul General and other people? Protocol violations, it doesn't come in the IPC. See, question means if it is a punishable offence, right, then it comes. This is protocol, this is propriety, and it is lowering the dignity of the country of directly engaging. So these type of relationships that they maintain was for ulterior motives. This is why the baggage was given through to the person who had the diplomatic ID. I give the ID to a person who doesn't have the authority. Then I give the gift bag, so-called gift bag, to that person. Government of Kerala taking the help and assistance of a foreign country to take something for a Indian ruler. Gifts is a normal part of the diplomatic engagements. If I forget, it will be a person who will carry that, a representative of the Government of India will carry that. In this case, a representative of Kerala government should have carried that. If something is not yet ready when he left, say CM is going today, this bag will be ready tomorrow. It will be carried by, but when somebody else carries, it will be put through the scanner in the airport. Then it will be found out what exactly are its contents. In this case, the person who has the diplomatic ID, I can say that unauthorized diplomatic ID. It's not an authorized diplomatic ID because Government of India didn't have the authority to give that. But they gave. And the airport authorities, they allowed the baggage go unscreened. For this to be done, between the CM and these people who have planned all these things, Faisal Farid or whoever it is, this foreign national is there. Customs has sent the notice. MEA has given approval. that person has to be. My hunch and my suspicion arose out of the fact that the state government was scared when she said. Why are they scared? If they have nothing to hide, why do they arrest this Sarit? Why do they send this vigilance chief to talk to the middleman? Why does the state government institute an inquiry and a commission and against this lady for inciting violence? Simple thing would have been, she has said something which is against the state chief minister, put a case against her for defamation. That's a very simple thing. Instead of that, the way they were reacting, that brings out the cat out of the bag. That's why I am suspecting, not because of Sapna Suresh. If they were very cool, there was no reason for me to suspect them. Of course, this Shiv Shankar's statement that a bag was sent through the UAE consulate, that is a question still which I would want the CM to answer. Why did he choose to send the bag through the UAE consulate when he is a chief minister of a state, and in the government of India's protocol he is 4 or 5 in the protocol? President, Vice President, Prime Minister, Speaker of the Lok Sabha, perhaps after that it is Chief Minister of a state. So a Chief Minister, if he wants to send something abroad, while he is abroad, can always depute a person, an officer, and he can travel with valid documents. Why should center go slow on Lavalin case? For what purpose? What is the tacit understanding? What do we get in return? We lose one seat that we had. For getting that, are we supporting him? There are many cases. Rahul Gandhi's case is going on for 8 years. Is there a tacit understanding? Cases getting postponed, if one comes to the view that there is a tacit understanding, then many cases are going on like this, because it is a judiciary matter, and before the judiciary there could be some other reasons. I personally would also wanted to find out what exactly is the reason. That's a different thing. See, CPM murders BJP workers in Kerala. CPM doesn't allow even a rightful protest to happen. They are putting up cases against our state president. They make every effort to see that our only seat in the assembly is, we lose that. And then even then, if somebody says that there is a tacit understanding, is this the thing that we wanted in return? If I do something wrong and you support me, and you do something wrong and I support you, I can say that is an understanding. Here, see, in the case of violence, you want the violence to continue? No, if you are for that, then I can say that let them kill each other. So, there has been every person in the public sphere had wanted these killings to be put an end to. Why killings happen? Killings happen because of some misunderstandings. Killings happen not always by the decision of the people who are at the top level, local issues. So whenever there is a local issue, we decided that we will allow the process of law to go ahead, and which CPM had to do. They were not allowing that. Once they decide that some RSS worker is killed and he is allowed to go free, instead of that, police take an action. we are happy then. Happy means we are deeply sorrow is there, all such things are there. But at least we have lost one of our worker. At least police has taken an action. Why the retaliation type of things happen is, those who are at this end suffering, they are not, there is no solace to them. Those who have done this are allowed to walk away free. Police takes a partial action, partisan action. So that's why where the common man feels that he loses the confidence in the system and the government. So he takes law into his hands. We don't support that. So we said that you have the law of the land implemented. See, understandings happens. What about bar case? There is understanding. What about solar case? There is understanding. Why the opposition is not mentioning anything about that? Both. We don't differentiate between them. We don't think that this is a better evil than the other. See, if the opposition leader has to be assessed, there are issues like, for example, the issue of sprinkler was raised by Ramesh Chennittala. B.D. Sadishan didn't support him at that time. Even Congress didn't support. Now they are not taking that issue at all. It was an issue of Congress. And B.D. Sadishan said that we will be a cooperative opposition. Not like the opposition of Ramesh Chennittala. That means you only want to bark, don't want to bite. Silver line, where is the Congress opposition? Silver line, the opposition leader, what was his exact role? And Congress overall also, they were only making statements. In the field, how many places they went? Even on this issue, many issues are there now to put the government on the dock. Other than what's happening in the assembly, there is nothing outside. See, the entire state, if you see, every place there are issues of corruption, of nepotism. The other day, some newspaper brought out an issue of the child welfare committees being filled with party nominees. Where is opposition? No. My point is, opposition means fighting the government on every front. I would say that Ramesh Chennittala was a better opposition leader. My point is that as an opposition leader, Ramesh Chennittala's Congress legislature party was more active in countering and putting the government on the mat. Election results, many reasons would be there. Election result is not only because of the opposition and ruling front, this thing. Election result might have been guided by many reasons. Because this election happened during the pandemic. Across the country, people felt that those who are in running a system, let them continue. It's not because they supported them wholeheartedly. And then there were undercurrents, community undercurrents also in Kerala.